not sure if it's going to be our good friend Sora.
I don't know, yeah.
At the last tournament these two played, the set which Owl last won, he won Sephiroth. And it's a 3-0.
Ooh,
So we don't know.
I
We don't know what it's going to be. He's got a lot of characters, our friend Owl does, but it could be the Sora, it could be the Sephiroth, could be the Banjo, it could be... No, it's not that one. That's Banjo!
Oh, a treat for the eyes, a feast for the ears coming your way at Regen as we continue. I'm Owlbbs alongside Focus Miss, and my two best boys are on screen. Banjo's taking on Sonic on small battlefield, less stage for Sonic to get away from you from. Excellent. Grenade's going to apply lots of pressure while it's bouncing about with that pseudo-random trajectory, but Sonic has less space to cover to be in your face, Focus Miss.
This must be your lucky day, Owlbbs. I've seen this matchup before. I know that the last time that these two played in this matchup, I want to say that it was at Rise, and I think Peli came up top. I'm not sure if that's actually the case. I may be talking out of my behind, but I know they played this matchup to the death. They are masters of these two characters. I want to say that Owl's best Banjo player in the world, and very few people can contest that. Peli's one of the best Sonic players to ever do best Sonic in Europe. Yeah, has a lot of experience in this matchup. He knows how to abuse Banjo's limitations of the character. Really make it hard for Banjo to get his hits in. That's the thing that really stands out to me.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Obviously, you've got that dish joined with Kazooie and wanting to use her as the bludgeoning club with the Breagle Bash, but instead it was less effective than Owlbbs was hoping, using the egg to stunt the spin dash. But as we say, it's about getting those hits, and when Sonic is weaving around you and blocking your biggest hit, the Wonder Wing doesn't seem so wonderful all of a sudden as a up smash takes stock one.
And a little bit of funny shenanigans there, but that is your respawn invincibility gone. That is your opportunity to bring it back to an even footing, get your some free sucker back out of the window. You shouldn't be laughing there, Mr. Babies. Is it babies, BBs? Who knows? Who knows?
Not so sure,
but this is not out of the question. You're going to get a bit of chip damage here from the down throw into back jab. And it's approaching kill percent, but it's going to be very hard for Owl to track Peli down if Peli stays disciplined as he often does.
Yeah, absolutely no. Playing these long sets, but taking a long trip to the other side of the stage there at a Wonder Wing. The expense there, 4 remain. Let's see if Owl can use the others just as effectively here. Coming straight in his Peli, and we saw Owl taking advantage of the shield game there, holding the shield a moment ago to get an up smash kill and using the unconventional neutral air, which does a very odd drag down, a missed Wonder Wing coming out from a accidental B reverse there. But there we are, wanting to get back on stage. Sonic's got the grenade, but he also has the advantage as well. After an air into the F tail, wants to finish things with a punch and just winding up straight in Owl's face after a down tilt to send Owl into the sky.
He's looking for air dodge to ledge, instead Owl air dodge through. And sometimes that's the difference. If you don't clean up your advantage state, you can take a battering in return. There's only one wing left from Owl, but he'll make it count. He needs to stay alive, catch these panic options from Peli, and he's done it quite well so far, but he needs to go that extra mile to take the stock jet, the ever so important lead in a matchup like this. A character like this.
Sonic just wanting to get that spike then and there, but Owl coming down with an aggressive nair, and another one. The stage spike was there, but the tech was there too. Wanting a big hit from Banjo here, the biggest he can do are his smash attacks. All of that up till it ain't quite Snake. The T-shaped hitbox makes it so unconventional for hitting in regular situations. It is probably one of the truest anti-air up tilts in the game, because it is just that, just an anti-air, but using it so effectively to catch Peli on platform and taking that stock. Things in terms of percentages are very dicey at the moment. The jab's going to make things even more so. No Wonder Wings remain here, but I love the use of the grenade to pressure Peli at ledge. You cannot hit me because I have thrown a grenade at you. You're trapped in shield. You've put me to the other side of the stage. How does Owl get off this ledge? With an air dodge, of course, and then looking to use the net drag down, but it's the forward air that gets those glancing final hits and launches Banjo away.
Very good awareness from Peli there, reacting to the multi-hit fair, not fully connecting, getting the trade and getting another forward air out in time. Unfortunately goes for the homing attack combo extension, but doesn't get to also cancel land that, instead landing, taking a lot of damage, taking a bit of a hit, but he's still got this lead, this ever so crucial percent lead as we head down into the sub 3 minute mark. I don't think they're going to look for a timeout. There's a lot of percent on the board, and Owlbbs is out for blood. 3 Wonder Wings left on our our furry friend here.
Want another Brigo bash there, but getting punished because Sonic can just be in your face just like that. But we saw Owl convert so effectively off Nair into grenade, into back air, tacking on a huge chunk of percent there. Going for the dash attack, wants the fair follow-up, but wise to it is Peli, wanting another Brigo bash, and another. Owl's out for blood. Thirsty to take this first game away from Peli, and you gotta make these games as short as you can, because when you're fighting Peli, you're in for the long haul, and long is the journey. Banjo's taking into the blast zone there. Sonic going all the way from the right to the left and getting rid of Rareware's finest.
Very good stuff from Peli. Wasn't really in danger of losing that game. Always felt like he was ahead. He had the edge. Very, very important from him. There were signs of life, and like, it's clear that Owl knows what he's doing, but when you fall behind in a matchup like that, it can be hard to come back. But we're seeing a different character in Game 2. We're seeing the Sora. It's once again a very good time for my friend who's commentating with me here.
Absolutely. My other favourite boy, my little friend Sora from Kingdom Hearts, is straight in and going for the Counter-Strike straight away. Okay, maybe predicting in there to keep things in Peli's favour there. And Peli thrived so much off the control. It's easy to dictate the pace when you're as fast as Sonic, and I think Owl needs to watch. You know, the cleanup that needs to be done is the fact that we saw 4 smash attacks within like 10 seconds of each other. Shielding the second hit from Darga, able to get straight back to it, and Blizzaga is there going for a conversion off the Faraga. The IDJ though didn't quite connect. Wants a big punish to Peli, but instead it's the reverse up air. A big hit coming out from Owlbbs and trying to keep Peli in the air there. Ready to counter the spin dash when it happens, getting caught by a roll though. Sora is a versatile little dude and is ready to fight Sonic on every front there. I love it, just a swing forward, cleaving it straight away just to get Peli off him, and Owlbbs gets the Blizzaga as well. Wants a follow, reading an air dodge potentially to go for that back end. There we go, 1-2 up air, tried and true, but not going to kill quite yet. Focus miss.
Very good stuff now. Finding that very disciplined play, finding an opening, getting a lot. Still has an opportunity. Going for the up B to kill, but not going to find its mark. And sometimes one more chance is all Peli needs. Gonna play very, very safe in this advantage. Is going for the option which just gets him out immediately. That spring, something that Owl needs to find an answer. He needs to find a hard punish on the landing, but it's very hard because there's very little direct landing lag, so you have to catch it before he touches the ground. The up throws, not going to do it. The Blizzaga is going to slow him down. Going to find an up tilt, but not going to find the kill.
Quite the mash there, you know, if it was that little bit more, that certainly would have led to a kill. The up air nearly does it. Sora, in exchange for his high aerial mobility and just potential to stay off the ground, is also very light, especially when he's getting socked in the jaw by Sonic. He's had a punch from Tifa, but he's never had one from the world's fastest hedgehog, sliding straight into him, stunting the momentum Sonic sought to create there. And here we see straight back, throwing the spell straight out, down throw, once the jab, which actually jab one would have dragged Peli straight down and continued the offstage situation, going for a counter strike there, wanting just to keep Peli off him, but taking advantage of a Sonic Blade which had no homing. The lock-on was not available, and instead it's the homing attack that lands its mark. Focus miss.
It's very unfortunate that Owl didn't get enough off that homing attack punish from Whiff before. When you're Sora, you're known for having those insane, those loops, those extended combos to take from one side to stage to the other, or at least to off stage for an edge guard situation. If you're getting 5% from a grab, it matters. When you're not going to get as many openings as you like in a matchup like this, when Sonic can play so evasively, you need to make every single hit count. And Owl's doing that here. A lot of damage from this hit, corner situation, but it's hard. Sometimes you just have to let the hedgehog reset, let him back into center stage. So there's not very much you can do.
Following on from a lovely conversion from up air into the back air, converting off the Faraga there, and forward aerial would have led to an F smash situation, but instead it's an off stage. The Thundaga inches from hitting, and Sonic's able to get back to stage. Spin dashing under Faraga again. It's the strongest available fire, but just not big enough to hit Sonic, who's so low to the ground in that spin ball. An edge situation is created here, and the ledge invincibility is gone, and so is Sora. Sora loves to play off stage, float in the air there as long as you fancy, but get off the ledge when you've re-grabbed. Hurricane Blast is there, as is down smash as well.
You're so happy you get to use these words.
Yeah, no, I'm just sat there like, oh, now let me get, I don't even need a list, I just know them all. A
Briegel Blast,
a Briegel Blast, a Hurricane Blast, a Counter-Strike, a back throw. That's what wanted to get the kill there, but doesn't find it going solo, and Sora able to follow Sonic down there, but because of how slow Sora is, because of that double jump, yeah, he's moving a lot in the air, he's able to stay there for a long time, but he's so slow at getting about in it, and because of that, he's not able to catch Sonic as he goes into the sky after a lovely drop through up air. Things are actually quite even if Owlbbs can keep it nice and calm there. The Hurricane Blast isn't what you want to see, but using Faraga to create a situation where he can punish with a dash attack because of the hit stun and bringing Sonic out of the spin dash. Homing attacking the platform, no one home. Sonic's more, Sora's more organic than an Eggman robot, but also quite formidable, keeping things nice and cool here, but percentages are still rising, Focusness.
They really are. Owl slowly approaching kill percentage. He has to be very careful at ledge here. The right read was back here with F smash to do it, but Owl is going to have to do very well. He's going to defend formidably, set up this wall. It's been broken by that spin dash, that spin charge even, as Owl finds the grab, sends off stage, Fundaga out, Brazaga out, nearly getting the up smash, just barely whipping that, almost certainly would have been the game.
Wants that big explosive up smash, which is so strong. Instead, finds it and wants it again. That was certainly very dangerous there, but Sonic just getting out of dodge. Wants something big, wants to convert off Faraga, but doesn't find it. Back off stage as Owl here, using all 3 hits of Sonic play. Oh, and doesn't reverse the up B. But there we go! Oh no, don't smash either! Oh my giddy am! The up B would have been huge there. While it may not have quite killed, it would have applied so much pressure. Oh, whiffing the 1-2 up air, but the second hit finds it. That up air is incredibly strong. Sakurai talked about wanting to put aerial smash attacks in the game, and you can see it knocking about in certain moves. Wolf's back air is one. Corrin's back air is one, and Sora's up air is the most recent to join that roster. Such an effective kill move and so reliable after the use of the neutral air loop, which sent Peli off and away, but things were still not fully in Owl's control. There was such a scramble at the end of that game from both players, but the whiff on the up B, the whiff on the down smash, the whiff on Peli's up smash, the punish wasn't quite there, and no longer is Sora. Instead, we've got Shinra's perfect monster, Genova's baby boy. Sephiroth takes us to town and city.
This is what I was expecting. Very wise from Owl to make that decision to change character, even though he won. He knows that it was too close for comfort, and he knows that this character did very well for him at Brink. And he's hopefully show us why he chose that character, why he's invested so much time into a very tricky character with a high learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see here the use of the reversal bears, the nairs, just to contest Sonic's close range. Oh, wait. Let's just take a moment and let's relax. I think one crucial tool here will be that Shadow Flare. We've seen it come out a couple times to side B. I'll want to apply it again. Not only is it just a great move, does a lot of damage, keeps the opponent guessing, but it also applies that pressure. People often talk about moves like Charge Shot, and certainly moves like Spin Dash, and Giga Flare comes out there. But so Spin Dash, obviously, able to apply loads and loads and loads of pressure, even from half the stage away. You know what else can do that? My Shadow Flare, when I've stuck you with even one of them. That's playing on your mind!
No way!
Wants a beefy punish, but finds nothing. The wing is out, the jump is going to be extended that little bit more, but Owl's got to be feeling that one. That was a surefire punish, holding on that little bit too long, or potentially could have gone for the down smash to get the shield breaks. Tilla's out, and so is Sephiroth.
I was chuckling, but I would not be smiling. I would not be happy with what has just occurred. That should have been a stock for him. That should have been it. This is some interesting gameplay here, Punks. If you told me this was a winners qualifier set in top pools, I would not be surprised.
Certainly, yeah.
Very shaky stuff.
This is just having fun, I guess. Both. Look at the play games. They're both having a good time. They're both. Just a dash attack. Just kick Kicking, hitting, clanking is the name of the game there. The down aireth comes out, but Sonic avoids the fate of the final Ancient there. Wants to throw out a Mega Flare, usually seen by the likes of the huge dragons that we see in Final Fantasy. There we go, Octo Slash is out again, and we need to see Owl hitting something. It feels like ages since Owl's touched Sonic. That first stock was so good in terms of the pressure applied from there, and Shadow Flare. Let's see if it can be turned up again once the down tilt maybe could have called there, but there we are. That's the prerogative. Once the Blade Dash again, the double Blade Dash, faking out the Octo, and Owl gets the wing, but needs to get the stock too.
Yeah, it feels very hard to actually get these decisive killing blows on Peli. Holding down center is our Hedgehog friend.
Just comfortable. Ooh, just, you know, you're used to that shield breaking, aren't you? You're used to that, especially with Wing. Getting the shield break, taking things a little bit different in terms of positioning there. Owl's under the stage, but it doesn't matter because you got Octo Slash and that extra jump, just happy as a clown. Just stay at ledge, poking Sonic with that forward air, and wants the Mega Flare again, but doesn't find it, not finding the kill. We need the back air that we saw. We need something big because Owl is starting to accrue quite a deficit, and taking it lightly or not, you still need to play the game. You still need to get those big hits, and once something there goes for the nair, going for the back air twice, but it cancels as you hit the ground. Once the up tilt, which can catch people off guard, but Peli's ready for a beautiful tech there, but a dash attack's what's found.
Very good stuff to stay alive, but as a reminder, this should be a stock advantage for Owlbbs from way back when. He gets stock 172, sure, good for you, well done. Have a teabag, sure thing. That stock should have been gone 100% ago, mate. And I don't know what you're doing there.
Just having a laugh gaming away here at Regen, but you know what's not funny? Shadow Flare, double nair into the Shadow Flare. Wanted a re-grab there to do something more, maybe a back throw backer, which certainly would have made things very much even, but just doing the double Octo, taking it back, and Blade Dash as well. We've seen Owl throwing out Octo Slash quite liberally, but so it's a surprise when Blade Dash comes out instead. Sephiroth is at 180% and not quite gone yet. Sonic needs a glancing blow back throw, will certainly do it. There we are, Wing is gone, and Sephiroth flies off into the sky with it. Needs a big hit here to equalize, but we've just seen Owl, after taking the game rather lightly just a moment ago, has just been able to bring it straight back. Back throw is going to come out, no back air, it's not quite at that percent. You know, it's just out of that range. The back throw wants something to punish, but doesn't find anything. Sonic just applying so much pressure. Blade Dash into your heart's content here, Focus Miss.
He's going to have to find something. He's coming close, he's getting the right ideas, but the ideas are not coming to fruition. They're not getting these stocks. Again, it's the right idea to try and go for the F-tilt on the landing, but you give up control once you nearly die at such an early percentage of the town and city narrow side blast zone. You need to find some comeback, some use of this one wing to keep yourself in. Cannot allow yourself to get too slow. Cannot allow yourself to go 2-1 down. The spin dash fair is not going to connect, but the F smash certainly will. As Peli goes 2-1 up, is one game away from a run back versus Solo, the Dutch Rosalina.
An interesting game, to say the least. Let's use that vernacular part on while. Let's talk about it in those terms. Sephiroth, as we saw in that first stock, certainly can do it. The pressure that Owl's applying with the nair to get Sonic off him, with the side B, the Shadow Flare to apply that pressure wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Those purple orbs are coming to get you. So Sephiroth, I don't think was the wrong pick at all. There we go, we'll go back to Sora. I don't think Sephiroth was the wrong pick. I just think Owl decided that the game, it was just fun in games, and that's perfectly fine, because after all, it is Super Smashy Brothers, it is Smash Bros. We do play this game for fun, despite the competitive nature of the competition here. We're back to Sora and back to small battlefield. Things weren't out of Peli's control ever last time Sora and Sonic clashed, but crucially, Owl did win that game, and it certainly could do so again here in small battlefield. The shield's looking mighty low, and the Thundaga comes from on high. No punish found there, running off stage, getting the nair, but not quite finding the hit. Hurricane Blast comes out, but is met by an F-tilt, so exploitable. But there we are, not quite the loops you're after, but nair 1-2 is certainly enough to put the fear into any opponent, regardless of your caliber.
It is, and it feels like Peli, once he finds control, once he sort of gets a feel for how you're playing, he can give you no moments to breathe. I remember distinctly in game 1 of the Sora, the Hurricane Blast with that down air hit, it found its mark, it caught Peli off guard, every single time since that Owlbbs has used it, it's been punished, it's been avoided. This time it's given F tilt, but it's not enough. Oh, if Owl got the right hit. Oh, if he got it again, you cannot afford to drop those combos. Just as a character like Sora, you need to get those hits in. You need to make those hits count, because by golly gosh, is Peli doing that. Finding the back air, finding the stop.
Down air punished yet again there, and the move was certainly not wrong. Oh, lucky by the way, converting that into a grab. But the run-off forward air, usually, even if it's just a glancing blow, should connect into the likes of an F smash. A run-off nair that just goes straight down to the ground should connect into an up smash. But the fact that it was the wrong combination there, it was the run-off forward air into the big up smash. Not quite finding it and wants to punish out of the Blizzaga there instead. Not quite getting it, wants the big hit with the up smash. And instead, oh, I like the idea a lot. And I love the use of the up air there to stop any potential stage spike or stop the extension of the off-stage situation with the up air. The Blizzaga off-stage will be something that will stunt Spring completely, because yeah, you're rising up, you're fast, but Blizzaga is there. It's a cone of ice there. And here we go. Owlbbs wanting to freeze out Peli's chances of continuing this set. An F throw was the choice to create an offstage situation, and once something big wants to grab a back throw would have done it. It's the same as the likes of Banjo and Mario, thankfully resisting the temptation to go for the Hurricane Blast yet again, but not punishing the spin dash. It's so hard to deal with Sonic just breaking through your defenses, and even if he's not hitting you, he's on the other side. It's so hard to adapt to different situations that move creates, as we see Owlbbs dragged across the stage and eventually hitting that sliding dash.
Is that the official name as well? You know you're a Kingdom Hearts expert, my friend.
That's one name. That's one way to put it.
It's called the sliding dash.
Yes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Unfortunately, it feels like that this set is sliding away Owlbbs as he is a full stock down against Peli, and you know the vibes again as a character like Sonic. If you're down like this against when you're a character who's not the fastest, you have to be honest, it's going to be very hard to find the openings that bring you back into it. I feel like maybe I'm being very early in calling it, but I feel like this set could be over at this point already. It's going to take some special doing, some miracle for Owl to bring this back, considering he's been lapped 50% already.
It's so hard to bring something back, as you say, against a character who, quite frankly, at this point, does not have to engage unless he wants to. He is fast enough to get away from anything just through dashing, as well as having the tools that, of course, you yourself have the tools, your shield, you know, your spot dodges. But then you combine that with the fact that Sonic is the fastest character in the game, can be in your face so quickly, adapt so effectively to whatever you're doing by virtue of just being the fastest. It's very, very hard. And these glancing blows are what Owl needs to find, not punishing the spin dash. Again, grabbing the wrong way, unfortunately, potentially something like an up B out shield would have been more well advised. Wants to get things going, in an air loop or two certainly could equalize things massively, but what Owl has struggled to do is find those kills in a timely manner, and even when Sonic's at high percent, it took so much to get the kill. The falling down there could have led to something, but at this percent, it's certainly not going to kill. Nothing Sora does quite yet, unless it's a massive F-Smash will do it, but the Blizzaga pop-out into the back air is going to do things. Just backing away from Sonic. And there we go, down tilt to up air things. Oh, the loop! You love a neutral air. You love a forward air. The down tilt catching on platform. And here we are. Percentages may not be equal, but hope certainly could be focus miss.
I may have called this too soon. Owl has signs of life. The momentum clearly in his favor. Peli is trying to slow the pace of the game down. But if that was up smash, that was the game.
Yeah, no high key because of the rage that Sora is starting to accrue, and a sweet spot up smash, especially after a successful Thundaga. Owl needs to continue this.
How did Peli let this game slip away? He's faltering in the moment where it should be it. This is Owl's chance, Owl's final opportunity. You can see the panic. Peli wants to end this immediately. Finds a Blizzaga. Does he get the 1-2? Does not get the up smash on the mash out. Very good air to get out. And all of a sudden, that's very scary. The fire is setting up the pressure. The Thundaga, the areas are coming out. Oh, the mistake. This is so scary. Please, can we see a game 5? The up air's not going to do it. The nair's not going to hit either. They're very scared at the moment here, Hop Hunks.
Wants to punish the spin dash. Has gone for grab twice. The slap shot into the first F tilt of the game. Extending into all three hits. The multi-hit master that is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. The Guardian of Light. Keeping Owlbbs in this set. Peli had that. It was you called it, and you wouldn't be foolish to do so. It was so heavily in the favor of Sonic, but Sora can do it, and we saw it there. That last stock, as soon as Owl was able to get that Blizzaga into back air, it's like something just changed. Owl brought out the loops, the down tilt into up tilt into forward air, and then you saw things that we haven't seen so far. The F tilt, the first time it's come out all set. We saw different things that Owl was doing, ready to just extend the combos that have at this point just been glancing blows. Up tilt into up air again. That is a beautiful 40% for just 3 hits. Once the up tilt, reading a jump, but there we go, the first successful aerial sweep of the game here. Wants to continue this advantage, and Owl has cut that live focus miss.
This is a complete change of pace from the start of the last game. Nearly, I love the idea. The idea is right, just the timing ever so slightly off. And it's a different man, a different beast is Owlbbs in Game 5. He's finding these counters, he's finding these hits, he's completely in his head. It feels like Peli's a little bit shook here.
And it's hard not to be after a game that was so in your favor has gone here, but Owl's adaptation speaks for itself. 1, 2, 3, you gotta think the fast fall was desired there, because at least percent. Ooh, lovely Faraga, the hit stun leading into the dash attack there, but you gotta think that Owl's just looking for one big hit now. Blizzaga comes out, F-throw creating an offstage situation, but Sora is never more comfortable than when he's in the air. Faraga just to call out the F-smash, and Owl was looking for a grab there. Air dodging straight back to stage and not rolling and not taking that pressure that Peli was applying just by being there. Just cool as anything, but falls out of the up air as well. Owl needs one big hit, nair, 1, 2, up air will certainly take it, and the Hurricane Blast that time, not for damage, but to make sure Owl gets down. 1, 2, ooh, air dodging out, but up throw will. Oh no, not quite yet. Actually, maybe now, because I would have thought up throw would have done it then and there, but potentially not. Sonic and the DI of Peli that is certainly going to come out there could have negated that out focus miss.
Very crucial that Peli stayed alive. Done very well in 2 situations where he could have died. You can see that Owl's looking for a kill shot, looking for something that the 1, 2, 3, keeping it simple, killing off the top. This is very good. This is the first time I've seen Owl with a decisive lead. All set, I feel. And oh, dearie me, he did not go for the Sonic Blade and falls to his demise. That lead has already dissipated. But the up air, the up tilt, the up air is coming out, the platform pressure, the mental pressure that Owlbbs is exerting in a long set like this, these walls of attrition. Sometimes, if you apply enough pressure, a player like Peli can crack. Seeing these windows being given, like these homing attacks, which weren't really working at the, weren't being punished at the start, are getting him hurt.
Absolutely. There you go, just jumping and using the modification. The aerial sweep does give you a Sora pops at that little bit. Hurricane Blast coming straight through, but Sonic Blade is punished there. Quite crucially, and off stage is once again where Owl finds himself, but crucially, fast falling the Faraga after the cast, sends Faraga out so Peli can't retreat back and forces Peli to go high into the sky. Brilliant work there, and Sonic Blade finds its mark. 1, 2, 3, and off goes Peli. Going to platform and just skipping around, skipping stones, but the water surrounds Peli at the moment, and it's full of sharks! The 3rd successful Hurricane Blast of the set has just come out, and a back air will certainly do it. It's thin, but it might lead to a big win if Owlbbs can land it. Sora at this percent wants an edge guard, wants, again, something like a smash attack, something like a back air to kill. Oh, but that'll do! A side beat into an up air. I thought the up smash was certainly coming, but Peli, cool as anything, doesn't land on platform. Wants the slap shot, but just that bit too much. The momentum overwhelming Sora here as Peli tarts this final stock. Owl
needs to keep composed, not get flustered. The 2-frame on the up B is not going to get enough, because Owl is sort of giving up advantage for that percent. But he finds the up air. We're at last stop, Game 5. All to play for here. Peli gets this opening hit, but backing off, taking his time, staying composed. And that's fine for him. The hits will come to our friend Peli. 62%, 72% unanswered. It feels like the momentum's just definitely in his favor. The back air is going to kill a 0 to death in Game 5, snuffing out all hopes of a comeback from Owlbbs as Peli moves on into top 12, going to fight solo the Rosalina in our run back here. It's a heartbreaker for Owl, it's a heartbreaker for all our Banjo Sora enthusiasts. Literally, but there we go.